just kind of like, I think like life in general. So like, I'm 23 right now, and I've really just been really realizing that change is really inevitable, but also very purposeful. Like, if you really want to make like an individual like impact on your own life, you really have to like actually make the effort and do it. Like, you can't just keep, doing daily affirmations and shit. And I'm not saying that that's really bad or anything. Like, you definitely need to, but you really gotta, you really just have to do it. Like, if your diet is like trash, you have to make that conscious effort and change it. Like, if you don't like the way you dress, you have to make that conscious effort and change it. And it's obvious. Like, it's definitely obvious. But you just really have to change it. Like, one thing I've been changing about myself is just like, I want to be somebody that is going to the gym, especially on days that I really would just rather sleep in. Like, I want to say maybe since the beginning of September-ish, or maybe the middle of September-ish, I've just been going to the gym like every day before work. And it's been going. Like, I've definitely been going. I know there have been like days where like I did like slack off and like sleep in and shit, just 'cause I go to the gym literally before I get ready for work and then go to work and everything. But even with that though, it's like I really want to like I really want to be fit. And to be fit, I have to be going to the gym and like working out and making sure that I'm effectively doing the workouts and shit. Like, a thought I had to myself about the kind of person I want to be isn't even necessarily the fact that I really have to change to become that person, because I'm already that person anyway. But I realized I really want to be somebody that, like, when I go to somebody's house, I'm the kind of person that brings, like, something. Like, I don't just show up, like, empty-handed. And not even to say that, like, somebody told me to bring something or whatever. Like, the thought I had was, like, I want to bring, like, I want to be the guy that, like, just brings, like, banana bread or something like that to somebody's crib, like, if I went over there. Even if it was just for, like, a little function or whatever, like, I want to be that kind of person. And I was thinking about it more and more, and I was thinking, like, maybe it's because I've seen these types of characters or these types of people, like, in, like, TV shows and, like, sitcoms and stuff like that. Like, everybody kind of has their thing, and everybody kind of has, like, that thing that makes them that person. Like, oh, this is so-and-so, like, they're always painting something or whatever, or, oh, this is so-and-so, they're always doing a puzzle or something like that, or they always have a book on them. And I realized I want to be that kind of person. Like, I've been trying to read more and just, well, one, like, increase my attention span. But I've been trying to become a person that, like, instead of just, like, scrolling on my phone, like, on my break, I want to be the person that's just reading my book. And not even for, like, a performative reason. Like, not even to be, like, in my cafeteria reading my book or anything. Like, even if I'm just in my car reading my book. Like, I want to be that kind of person. Or even if I'm just the person that's known to bring something to somebody's house. Like, not even caring about the dish. Like, the dish wouldn't matter. Like, just keep the dish or whatever. But, like, oh, that's Franklin or Frank or whoever. Like, that's just him. That's who he is. Like, when he stops by or whatever, like, he might have, like, cookies baked, or, like, he might have, like I said, banana bread baked or something like that. And I was realizing more and more that I'm already that person. Even though I haven't done it yet, it's like I'm already that person because the steps to becoming that person are very, very small, and that the only thing I need to do is take action within those small steps. And those small steps would just be, oh, I want to bake this thing. Okay, buy the ingredients. Oh, I don't know how to bake it. Look up a YouTube video. Like, there's so many ways to just do those things that it doesn't need to be hard, and it's really not hard at all. Like, I don't know, I was kind of just thinking about it, like, more and more, like, throughout the week, because I wanted to make this video anyway, just, like, chatting or whatever about change and things like that, and I'm making this video, like, while I'm on my lunch break, but I don't know, it's very easy to change. Like, it's very easy to become that person that's, like, in your head. Because I don't know if other people have this thing where it's like maybe they feel like a different person in their head, and maybe they act a different way, like, in real life. Or maybe the person in their head, they only act like that person, like, around certain people, like around family or, like, around friends. And I don't know if people can relate to that. But I know that's kind of how I am and everything. But yeah, like, changing is, like, it's really easy, and it's also really inevitable, because, like, whether you like it or not, you're going to become a different person. Like, just over time, like, your interests are going to change and things like that. But if there are things that you definitely know you want for yourself within, like, the next year or within the next 2 or 3 or 4 years, like, you definitely have to make that conscious effort. Like, if you're a disorganized person and you hate being disorganized, like, change it. Literally, just change it. And that's literally all you can do. All you can do is just change it. Just change who you are as a person. I just seen some lightning strike. This is tough. It's gonna rain when I go home. Either way. Like, if you know you want to be a different person, like, become that person. Even though you already are that person, you just have to make those steps into being that person. Like, if you don't want to be so, even if it comes to, like, relationships or, like, with your significant other or, like, friendships, if you know you want to be a different person when it comes to those relationships, you can just change who you are. Like, you don't have to stay the same. You don't have to be the exact same person anymore. Like, if you don't want to feel like you know, like, if it's like with a significant other, if you want to feel like you don't want to be so tied to them, like, just, like, you can easily just communicate that and then just detach. Not like detach, but, like, you know, not be so clingy. Like, you can just make that conscious effort. But it all starts with having that conscious thought and taking action on it. Even with, like, friendships, if you want to be somebody who is, like, a more talkative and communicative friend, which I do want to do, and I want to be that kind of friend and be that kind of person, it just takes action and a conscious thought and just taking that action to be that kind of person. Like, I think earlier this week, like, usually I don't text, like, one of my friends or son, like, as often as I would really want to, just because I know I would want to keep that kind of connection, that friendship. I think I sent something just saying, like, take it easy or whatever, but I want it to be more, not necessarily more, but, like, you know, more frequent. You know, mainly because I remember seeing a video about somebody saying, just let them. Like, if somebody wants to be a part of your life, they will be a part of your life. Like, they will reach out to you. They will hit you up. They will ask if you want to hang out over the weekend or, you know, something like that, if you want to go grab a bite to eat. Like, people like that will keep you in their life. And not even just speaking, like, romantically, like, just platonically, like, with friends and stuff like that. Like, they will stay, like, in your life. And I feel like it's a little bit harder with social media because, like, I feel like everybody just sends each other reels, like, on Instagram and everything. But even if it's kind of little stuff like that, just because of how, I don't want to say busy, but people are really tired. Like, people work, like, long shifts and long days, and people are just tired, and they want to be able to relax. But at the same time, they want to keep that communication and that connection, so, they'll send those reels. But even outside of that, though, people will just be a part of your life if they really want to be there. And I want to make sure that I'm being there in people's lives that I want to be a part of and everything like that. Like, if somebody doesn't want to be a part of your life, like, it doesn't even have to look like they just don't communicate with you at all. But it could literally be something as simple as the only time you two communicate or the only time you two hang out is, like, if you're the only person, like, making that effort. Like, if it's one-sided. Like, if you text them, hey, how you doing? And they text you, hey, how you doing? And then y'all conversate. And then that's it. Like, y'all have a little conversation and then that's it. But they never, ever think to just, oh, let me ask how this person's doing or let me call this person. Like, you just have to let them be. Because after a while, if you don't hit them up or anything like that, they probably just won't talk to you. And it's never anything super, super deep. They just don't care to keep you in their life. That's literally all it is. And if that's how it is, just let it be. Just let that happen. And I think just within my personal life, like, I just been coming to that reality, that just because somebody responds doesn't necessarily mean that they want to consistently keep me a part of their life in that way. And I think, like, with Instagram and how people treat who you follow and who follows you and all this, that, and the third, it gets really, really fucking complicated, And that's the main reason I don't even really try to, like, promote necessarily, like, my personal Instagram or anything like that. Like, I do have, like, a meme page, but, like, that's more just, like, something to promote this, I think, in a way. But I don't really care to have a lot of people necessarily, like, keeping up with me in that way. Because in a way, it really does feel pointless, Like, we're not hanging out, we're not talking or, communicating like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if it's, like, a milestone I have, it's like, I don't really care if, like, somebody that I barely talked to in high school, like, sees that I'm doing well or anything like that. And I don't even know if I really care to see if other people are doing well. Not in, like, a bad way, but, like, just, like, I don't, it is what it is. Like, life is just going to keep going anyway. But, yeah, like, that's really all I got, so I'll chop it up later.